You see, one scientist makes a claim that the greatest virus to have infected humanity or done tremendous harm to humanity, virus is harm normally, is the virus of religion. In the guise of religion, a lot of atrocities were committed, a lot of wrong things have happened, etc. because of religion is a virus that infected children in society. What I am suggesting is that the greatest virus that has infected humanity over the last 2000 years and it still infects whole of this society is the virus of materialism. Reducing everything to matter and its epiphenomena, or if you like the qualities, attributes of matter, is the way we would try to understand the creation. The whole of this, including human beings, we are nothing but extension of the material kingdom, and matter has got certain attributes. You've got little elementary particles with a little bit of charge and spin and mass and all that, and they interact in a particular manner, and you learn the laws, how they interact, how they sit well with each other or don't sit well. You learned all this lovely stuff and you really mastered nature. So this enterprise of explaining the universe in terms of matter and its sub-phenomena or epiphenomena has done wonders for humanity. I put my hands up. Yes, this is how science has progressed. And this started 2000 years ago, or perhaps, slightly earlier, with a Greek philosopher called Democritus. He said, look, we can explain the whole creation through atoms, means undividable, undivisible lump of matter, and empty space. That's all. The whole universe is made of that. It's a nice way of starting your kind of exploration of what is the nature of reality. Now that has stuck, and that has produced durable, very positive results for humanity, because by focusing on that, we had the chemical table, the chemistry table, we had all these elements that you could classify, and we could see exactly how different elements sit with each other, they conduct electricity, or they sit in a particular manner in a lattice and produce engineering marvels. We learned all this marvelous stuff just using this matter and its epiphenomena feature. It has become embedded in our thinking. Look, if you are study science in the school, they'll give you books in physics, and here right at the top of the front of the book, you'll see a little nucleus with little electrons whizzing by. So this is the building block of the creation. This is how all of science is explained in terms of matter and its phenomena, epiphenomena, its qualities, attributes. Now it sounds so good. It has worked well. It has done tremendously well. But it's the integrity of science itself, by trying to explain everything in terms of matter and its epiphenomena, when it is taken to its conclusion, which happened in the 1920s in the scientific community, when it took it to its conclusion, the results that came out are profound and mind-boggling. They really have puzzled scientists since the last 100 years. So what is all this? They are saying that really, even though we are fixated on matter, matter is not the building block of the universe. This is not something that is negotiable even. This is the firm, if you like, suggestion by modern science. Matter is not the building block. There's something different, which is non-material, that holds the whole of this creation together, underpins this physical reality. This is coming out of science through the integrity of science. They are discovering this. So the problem is this: because somehow we have been tuned to thinking in terms of matter and its epiphenomena, society pays a heavy price. And the price is materialism. If everything is nothing but extension of matter, my whole focus of attention in living my life should be massing more material things for myself. So if I have a bigger car, bigger house, bigger property, possessions, a beautiful wife, a handsome husband, or whatever, that's material possession, yes. So whole of society has been infected with this strongly materialistic vision. Now it translates into very poor practice when it comes to greater society. But then, when you reduce yourself to matter and its epiphenomena, and you see yourself as me is me here, you see this lump of these atoms in this particular complex manner, that's me. So now I'm only on the lookout for me, myself. So if you like, the greater vision of looking after others or working for the betterment of others is lost, because now I know I'm this material frame, so I must look after this material frame, and if in the process I step on others, who cares? So this very materialistic infection, if I can use the word, that is now, look, this is universal. This is not something that's in the West. It's East, West, everywhere. This strong fixation on matter. And you see kind of weird examples when you see people trying to dignify themselves. When they get old and the skin becomes loose and they go through horrendous plastic surgeries to enhance their physical being. It shows this materialistic fixation that I am nothing but this lump of matter. I must hang on to it with my dear life. And if in the process I have to pay $100,000 to get my eyes lifted or my chin lifted, I'll better do it, because that's me. The material frame is me. So this fixation on matter, you can see, it turns morbid. When people are trying to lift their, whatever, it's frightening. In a way, this is how it translates into practice. Materialism, when you translate into practice in this morbid manner, and become more and more selfish or more and more self-centered, because now we see our universe just as this. So initially, suppose you were subscribing to a spiritual agenda, you say, okay, you must live for the betterment of others, you must look after your society, your community. Suddenly that now is becoming less and less important, because it's just me, I, and me, and mine. So what you do is, forget about living for the greater society. You can't even live with your husband or wife, with your partner. Because when this, if you like, this divisive element of fixation on yourself becomes very self-centered, you will have a problem not living in greater society, but even living with a partner. So marriages crack up. Because this is my individuality, and this is my way of thinking, and I don't agree with you. So this, if you like more kind of deeper vision about how society should operate, is sacrifice in the name of materialism. So we are paying a heavy price for material. Let me show you some simple examples how bad it is. You see, the modern economy thrives on selling goods, in marketing, in advertising. This is how they judge their performance. Do our sales figure go up for selling your car or selling your refrigerator or whatever? How are the sales figure? If they don't keep going up 2 or 3% every year, we are sunk. Our share price will collapse. So the whole fixation on this kind of strongly materialistic agenda produces a very vicious advertisement agenda. The aim of advertisement is very simple. It is to make you feel discontented with what you have. If they showed you advertisement saying, aren't you happy you got a fridge that works, aren't you happy, then you'll never buy a new fridge. And they don't want that to happen. They want you to change your fridge or change your car. They'll always advertise things saying, what you had is outdated now. It's time for you to get the new one, Lexus. The warmth of the seat before you even wake up in the morning. Now, don't you need that to get your bum warm when you get up? So they will force it down your throat. So the first thing you open the switch on a television or open a newspaper, it glares in your face. You must have that. You are lacking. So the aim of advertisements, this is the part of the commercial mechanism that comes with materialism, is to force things down your throat. And if you can't fulfill your desires that have been shoved down your throat, then you're not doing so well. So you become frustrated. So the greatest disease the National Health Service are treating is not cancer, it is not heart problems, it is not AIDS. The greatest disease the National Health Service are treating today comes through depression and stress. And who is responsible? The materialistic agenda that has become, if you like, the infection of modern society. And that produces, is guaranteed not to let anybody alone, leave anybody alone. So even if you've got the best house, they say, look, there's a bigger one next door. They won't let you sit still because they want to, shove this thing down your throat and make you discontent with what you have. So it's guaranteed to produce stresses and depression. So greater society pays a heavy price for this fixation on matter and material possession. And this comes about. It has produced benevolent results like producing medicine, all this lovely allopathic teachings and so on. But at the same time, it came with this price tag. It produces stress and depression in society. So we face a difficulty. I think modern society is growing out of it very fast. The people who are thinkers are prepared to step away from this kind of rat race and say, we will not participate anymore. What we have, we are satisfied with. So we'd rather not keep buying newer things. So the mature ones step out. But majority are caught, if you like, in this whirlpool of buying bigger and better things all the time and possessing more and more things. That's a sad story.
So no more shopping then.
No, carry on. Buy things that you need.
Okay, good.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism, sponsored by People Care, encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.